And we're back! Welcome for another special Saturday episode of Awesome Stuff Badly with me, Uncle Dr. Ernie. Let's start in prayer. Dear God, thank you so much for the time to work on this code and to try and make kids' lives a little better and build an awesome company. Help me to focus well and honor the people around me and have some fun. Amen. All right, let's get to it. So last time we were drawing our little turtle module, and on another poorly named branch, let's give it a better name. That's there's a breakout there, and I should really create some Git profiles eventually, but let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Git merge breakout. So let's start by thinking about what we want to get done in this next session. So our immediate goal is to get an interactive turtle environment, which means we need to set up a reactive document describing what we're doing, which means we need to do a better job of pushing all the information we need into our config file in a nice reactive way where we can pull it back out as we need it. So let's branch-d breakout. There's a moral here about not prematurely naming my branches when I don't know what I'm doing. Branch-d controls, since there's nothing there. And what we want to do, first thing to do is dockify. By which I mean we have a lot of things that are floating around here. And rather than continually having to figure them out, this is our first world here. What we want to do is here. What I want to do is actually world put. Right? But yes, we're being consistent with the reactive-coffee metaphor. World put cell size as that. Now let's call that scale. And then we pass the world. It's just, we are the world. And then in our little friends here, we will take that out. Let's try and see if it works. Did it work? Let's try a little experiment to see if we can mess with it. Yes, blew everything up. Awesome. Oh, how pretty. So cute. Okay. So, put cell size into the world. So achieving our goal of making these nice and more modular. In fact, probably make this one step better. In that we can just make this that fixes up all the little things we're messing around here. Cool. Now, the next thing we want to do is get our position. We have our world there, which is great. And there's a couple ways we could do this. What I would love to do is make this me world inherit from the larger world, so I could get names from there that I care about. But that's not what I need right now, so I will just hard code things. And first order, we're just going to get this as if it was a dictionary, right? Right, I was just putting it into that doc there. Shoe, let's just try it the simple way. Me.I, me.get J, and make this a little different. No, that is a little different already. So let's see. Yeah, let's see where we died. It's not a function. What is me? Funny man. Okay. Me object here as an object. Some really basic JavaScript foo I don't know, like how to reference that. Yeah. Let's just go back here. Let's just see if this works. What I'm saying is that if this is an actual object rather than a primitive, it should be its own little world. Doing the whole constructor business there, even recursively. Try and see if it works. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it worked, it worked. So cool, so cool. That's what I need for now. Let's do that. Right. And this is actually kind of a profound thing, is that anything that has state and behavior is essentially its own world. It defines reality on its own terms. It has its own experience of reality. And this may seem like kind of a, yeah, sure, whatever, but this is actually fundamental to everything we're doing here at the Swan Factory. This is at the root of my confession at the beginning of the last episode. Really honoring each individual person's experience of reality as equally valid as our own is incredibly hard. I think there's a word called the fundamental attribution error to reflect the fact that we just don't treat other people the same way we treat ourselves. We have such privileged information about what we are experiencing and want and desire, we prioritize that. And a big part of religion and even philosophy is trying to step outside that box that we intrinsically construct and honor other people's vision of reality. And in a tiny way, that's what we're trying to do with programming, is acknowledge that each little data structure is its own world, and that is the thing that we need to be building around. All right, let me set my timer here, since speaking of that, I got really confused there. Give myself another 20 minutes. Go. All right. All right, we're creating a little world called the turtle world, and it has its own little I and J, and importantly, these are meaningful objects, so I should be able to change them elsewhere and make interesting things happen. Let's try and see what happens. Okay, we are going to step all the way back out from our drawing code into our main code and create a control module, which is just using our tag space and the world. So okay, let's check out master. Oops. Okay, that's really weird. I have no idea what to do with that. But since we didn't write it, it's at best automatically generated, so we'll ignore it. Okay, ls-a, get status, get diff. Where are we here? That is creating our new getting rid of ourselves. Let's force ourselves to log, check out master, git merge, Dockify, git commit, and just sync, sync, sync. All right, now finally get checkout -b control. Boom. Okay, and touch source slash control .coffee coffee, and see if we can build without crashing. Not yet. Sports.control equal what? Equals t comma world hello there t.p. Let's TP this place. All right, got a stub module. It's not being loaded. Control control.coffee main.coffee. Confused. Let's rerun our Watchify. Okay, now it's building. And let's see. Yes, we now have a real okay, let's now first how do we make this work? What we want is to create a bunch of buttons that will then be changing behaviors in the world. So let's just start with a little list here. Let's just keep that there to see if we're actually breaking anything. Let's see. Ooh. Let's do absolutely nothing. That's fine. We got buttons. Yay, we got buttons. Oops. All right. We need behavior. Anyone remember how we do behavior in reactive-coffee? Nope, me either. Let's take a step back and look at the, what's the best way to do this? Let's look at the reactive-coffee turtle, the reactive-coffee tutorial. Right, these are all our little cells. I love the way that they handle dependencies because I believe that programming is really not about sequence selection and repetition like the old structured programming that Seymour Papert and all were working back in the 1970s, but it's really about dependency and effect. So let's try and get the right effect here. The template system for CoffeeScript. Okay, buttons. conditionals. Okay, here we go. You can attach behaviors to them. Button. So what we want to do is set click to change a value. So we do that by setting the init property on that button to change the click value. Let's just try that first. Thank you. Does that still work? Yeah. Let's look at that again there. Invoke the current element bound to this. Then does that funky double arrow thing. Let's see if we can figure out what that's doing in this metaphor here. So let's set init property, which sets not that, but at click into hard to believe that'll work, but let's try it and see. Whoa! We are modifying reality. Awesome! I'm so excited. And something actually works because it so rarely happens when you're doing awesome stuff badly. Whew, okay, now let's just save that. Yay. Whoop. What? Commit dash in. Yes, we need to find an awesome git config file so that we don't have to mess with this all the time. But, all right, now, here's where it gets really crazy. First, let's just check and make sure that indentation works the way I think it's supposed to. And no errors, no hits, no runs. Okay. Now West should be setting okay. This is all one big div, which is what's returning. That's cool. Equals world.getMe. Shouldn't bother anyone. And then let's go back to what's happening with our draw turtle, so we know what's going on here. And Let's just brute force this. Okay, we are in our control space, and we would have, it's just real simple here, right? So this is me put j, comma, coffee script. All right, this is it. We are getting nothing done. All right. And nothing's happening. Okay. Let's just, here's, okay. So get j is changing. Turtle is not redrawing because I betcha I'm not making it reactive enough. Okay, let's just say this one step at a time. 4 minutes. Can I finish this off in this session? Let's see. Back to our tutorial here. Oh, that's interesting. Do we need the double arrow? No, single arrow works too. Okay, we're getting the good stuff here. So reactive coffee template is good, right? Blah, blah, blah. More involved. Template directively. Value bind into display name got get. We want this is our draw turtle thing. This is where we get the value of j. Um, hmm. Okay, there's something significant going on here that I do not understand. So I am going to stop here, do some research, and pick it up next time with a cliffhanger. Are we going to get this working the next session? Stay tuned and find out. See y'all later next time on more awesome stuff badly. Good.